Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the BYU Cougars offense will have the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for an open area to his left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Shoots it to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. He's got the back in the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 1st and 10. wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
And incomplete on the deep ball. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hendricks. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 50. They get through and it's blocked.
Yeah, and those field goal blocks, when you can get that penetration right up the middle, the quickest point, right to the kicker. You can't go through the center because you can't touch the center with his head down, but a nice job getting some penetration, getting their hands up in the air and getting the block.
He leaves it with the back. After a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. He caught it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Stopped at the pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. On the ground, it's Lee. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Cyclones have this offense rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. The sure hands, it's Peppers. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Give to the running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to pass, it's Bachmeier. Using the quick game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And the The offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Cougars, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, BYU!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Iowa State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Makes a move. Got a little room. Run out of bounds at the 39-yard line, but what a return to set up this offense. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Wants to throw. It's Buckmeyer. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll return it from the 50. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. On the run, it's Valentine. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And what a great job by the defense getting penetration quickly, forcing the running back to get outside to try to make that thing go wide, which that's what you want as a defense. When they run the draw, they want you to run up field, and you run right up the middle. Good job by the defense getting some penetration to throw off the running back.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Now the play fake. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Cougar. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him? We'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hendricks. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They tie tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defenses. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Phillips. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He might want another play. Wants to throw on third down. Got it! Touchdown, Cougars! And that one will give them the lead. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, running back gets to give. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. Brings it to the open. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Caught near the sticks, it's Bachmeier. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He needed a little. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Cyclones want to move quickly.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be...
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Steps away. Sweet cut there. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ball game.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Timeout called by the defense is their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The give to the back. And BYU will get the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out